I've been able to gain millions of views on TikTok month after month by using 3 strategies that actually work on YouTube. Not only does TikTok use similar metrics to YouTube and want longer videos on their platform, they also released a brand new app, but I'll get to that at the end. Now, for those that stick around and understand this, you're going to see TikTok creation so much more clearly than before this video. Now, before I get started, make sure you guys go ahead and check the description. I have a community of over 1,000 people I'm trying to help get into the creator economy this year. So if you want that to be you as well, go ahead and check the description. So let's say you have the best burrito in town, but nobody at your stand. It's 110 degrees, and next to you is a beverage stand full of ice cold refreshments. Their stand has a massive line. Now, the reason that they're doing well is obvious. They appeal to something that their target audience wants, needs, and gives them comfort in the particular situation that they're in. This is choosing the right topics for your audience. A lot of people struggle on TikTok because they make the content that they want to make or that they think of on a whim, instead of the content that's actually valuable to your audience and that your audience would appreciate from you. So stop offering burritos to those in need of water. Instead, go to these 3 places for amazing validated ideas. First, go to a place like Reddit and read about people that are in those communities that you serve, what they're talking about, what their problems are, and what they would like to see. Second, you can go to YouTube and you can search up what you talk about. And then you go ahead and look for outlier videos, which are videos that perform way better than the average. You go to their channel and you find videos that have way more views than they actually have subscribers. Because if you find an outlier video, there's probably something special about it. And then finally, you can just simply go to TikTok and search for the past 3 months content that you talk about. Find the keywords and the ideas and the topics and the controversies and the emotion around what you talk about and write it down, embrace those things, and bring those things into your future content. Okay, perfect. So you found a great idea. Let's go back to the burrito stand. Let's say you have the best burrito in town, but nobody's at your stand. When you look at your stand from afar, it looks like this.
Bruh.
Now, let's say you have a competitor that also serves burritos, but they microwave their burritos. However, their stand looks like this. A lot more people are going to be willing to take a chance on your competitor's stand instead of yours, simply because the packaging and the presentation of your stand. Now on YouTube, this is called packaging, and there's 3 elements of packaging. The first is the title. The second is the thumbnail image, and the third is the thumbnail text. And just like the burrito stands, those 3 things are your packaging on YouTube. But this is also true for TikTok. It's the difference between if somebody takes a chance on your video or if they go ahead and scroll. So I want you to think about the YouTube title as the verbal hook of your TikTok video. A verbal hook is the thing that you say right away in the video, the first sentence that you say. It has to pique some sort of curiosity or relatability, a lot like a YouTube title. The next thing in YouTube is the thumbnail. And I want you to think of the YouTube thumbnail as the visual hook for your TikTok. Now, a visual hook is what do the first 1 to 3 seconds look like visually? Are they appealing? Are they dirty? Are they correlated with some of the things that you talk about? For example, when Mr. Beast talks about a good thumbnail, he wants it to be almost exactly like what the first frame of his video is. If he's talking about buying an island, in the first couple seconds, he wants to make sure that you see the island. And I'll show you more details as I go ahead and get to that part and break it down. But that's what a visual hook is on TikTok. What does those first few seconds look like that would intrigue somebody? And then finally on YouTube, you have the thumbnail text. I want you to correlate that on TikTok as the text hook on your video. These are the words that are on screen on your TikTok as somebody sees your video, but it's essentially adding value to the thing that you're about to say and the visuals that you have on screen. So to bring as much value as possible in this video, I'm gonna break down 1 entertaining style creator and 1 educational style creator so that I can cover as many people as possible. All right, so here we have a Mr. Beast video that's a long form video. And the 3 things we talked about are the text on screen, the visual, and the title of the YouTube video and how they translate to TikTok, right? So this would be the verbal hook. Last chance to leave the circle wins $500,000. Obviously that sounds like a great hook, right? And a lot of titles are. Now let's go ahead and see what the actual visual looks like. So here you can see that there's Mr. Beast and there's 100 people in this circle, right? And that's a great visual. That's something that creates intrigue, that would create some sort of curiosity, something like that. That's what the power of a visual hook on TikTok is, okay? So we have the verbal hook and the visual hook. This is the text hook, aka the thumbnail text on screen. So it says 100 people. So it's just giving you context of what's going on. Last to leave the circle wins 500,000. There's 100 people and you can see them here, right? All those things align. So if we go ahead and we go to the video, this is one of the first, within the first 5 seconds, you see 100 people and you see all the money that's inside, and it says $500,000 here on the screen. So you're getting alignment from the title, the thing that you said, the visual, and the text on the screen are showing exactly what they're going to get. All right, let's go to a short form video of Mr. Beast so we can see this in action. Now, he does this very well. For example, let's just do this flying balloons. You can see all these balloons are very bright, and you can see that he's lifting off, obviously, right? And this title is, how many balloons does it take to fly? That would be a great title. That would be a great either text on screen and or verbal hook, okay? But let's go ahead and see the visuals in the first second. So that's what you see right away as soon as you scroll on his video. One balloon. Okay, you see the one balloon, 2 balloons, and you're like, okay, I think I know where this is going, right? 3 balloons. And as he's building up, it makes you want to continue to watch because you want to see what happens. He's at 39 balloons and he's starting to float. Then you're like, what's he going to do? What's going to happen? And then it's over, right? And so he gets that full retention based on having a good idea, a good package, and it brings value in the form of entertainment. Now let's go ahead and apply this for an educational creator. This is Alex Hormozi. He's an educational creator in the business space on YouTube. And I went to his most popular videos because that's what you guys want to do, is you want to find outlier videos that have performed very well, probably in the last year or so, depending on your niche. Some things need to be up to the day, but other things like business have principles that are true for years and years on end. So you can see like this, for example, if I wanted to become a millionaire in 2024, this is what I'd do, full blueprint, right? So that's a very good verbal hook. If I want to be a millionaire in 2024, this is what I'd do, right? The very first thing that comes out of your mouth. Now you have the visual hook of this map that'll take you from 0 to 100 million. As you guys can see this map, okay? 0 to 100 million. And it's the actual text on the screen says 0 to 100 million. That would be good text on screen for your TikTok. Now let's go ahead and see the first couple seconds of this video. So he breaks through the bricks and he lays out the blueprint. And then he gets right to it. He shows you the blueprint and he gets right to it. He doesn't waste any time. He wants to give you the value as soon as he can. Now let's go ahead and look at this in a short form style. And so this right here is the first visual that you'll see on his short form video. It says tallest tower, and his first word is going to be, if I told you to build the tallest tower in the city, that's what his hook's going to be, right? His title is, you need to build the right foundation, which would be a great text on screen. It could even be an okay verbal hook as well. But this is the visual here. Okay. In the first few seconds, you're going to see it's going to intrigue people enough to want to continue to watch just by the visuals that he has with him. He's trying to build the tallest tower in 5 seconds. And then now he's telling a story to say, imagine I told you to build the tallest in 10 days. Okay. So you wouldn't be able, what he's saying is you wouldn't be able to build it like that for 10 days because if it gets high enough, it'll fall over. Build the right foundation from the start. That's his whole lesson. But as you can see, he made it visually appealing. Video is obviously a very visual thing, and TikTok is a very visual thing as well. So make sure to match the aesthetic with the thing that you're talking about. All right, so the third and final thing. In the burrito example, let's say your competitor gets somebody in the door, but their product is microwaved, they try it, and they think it's okay. They're likely not gonna come back to that stand again because they weren't satisfied with that burrito. They're looking for the best burrito in town. And since they took a chance on you and you have the best burrito in town, they're gonna come back over and over and over again. This third thing is value. How valuable is the content you're providing? This is something I'm romantic about with content creation. Now, for me, for example, it's getting you tangible results on TikTok from the advice that I give you here. For Mr. Beast, it's the wow factor and the feeling that you get at the end of each and every video. For others, you could be a comforting creator, an escape, a laugh, a valuable resource. But you have to provide a level of value that your competitors can't compete with. Now, remember the app that I was talking about at the beginning? This new app is called the TikTok Studio. Just like the YouTube Studio. It provides metrics, monetization stats, and even a place for you to film and edit inside of the TikTok Studio. So after you find your amazing topic, you package it wonderfully, and you provide a bunch of value, you can go ahead and check inside the TikTok Studio how your video is doing. Now, if you want to learn more advanced tips on how I achieve this for myself and my clients, go ahead and check this next video.